Now I've just got to go around and talk to everyone one last time. God, that's sad. This is the final. We talk, chit chat with everybody. I should probably max out my final party. Unless you have to solo this? I have no idea. Do you have to solo it or what? I haven't spoken to Vivian in God knows how long. Hey, I know it's been forever. Oh.
Inquisitor, I wonder if you might help me with a delicate situation.
Oh?
There is an alchemical formula that I must complete, but I have been unable to obtain a critical ingredient. The heart of a snowy wyvern.
Hmm.
I had arranged to obtain one, but the chevaliers working with me were killed in the Civil War.
Tell me about this.
If I'm going to hunt down
Yeah.
a snowy wyvern, I need you to tell me everything you know about it.
They're quite rare and exceedingly dangerous. Their venom is the most potent of any wyvern. Ordinary hunters would not make the attempt. The risk is too great. You, my dear, would certainly be an equal to this monster.
Hmm. Yeah, what is this
I didn't know
formula?
you were an alchemist, Vivian. What exactly is this project you're working on?
It is a special request from a member of the Council of Heralds. I am still the Imperial Court Enchanter, after all. The matter is private. That is all there is to say.
You won't tell me?
You want me to risk my life to get this thing for you, but you won't tell me what it's for.
My dear, it is hardly proper for me to blab the secrets of those who put trust in my discretion. I would not have attained my
Right.
position at court if I didn't know when to be silent.
Why do you want my help?
I'm not a hunter. Why do you think I can help?
This beast is not hunted for sport, as other wyverns sometimes are. It is far more deadly. In the past, chevaliers have been dispatched to either kill the creatures or drive them away from villages. Since my chevaliers have fallen to political conflict, I find myself in need of someone with a martial aptitude.
Yeah, I'll help you.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you, my dear. I would be most grateful. I shall give the location of its lair to Cullen. Remember, my dear, I must have its heart or the potion will not work. I eagerly await your success.
Okay, so I don't understand why you're telling Colin about it, but okay.
Yes?
It's done? Oh, so did I? Tell me about the circle. Tell me about the
I wanted to
circle.
ask you about the Circle of Magi.
Of course. What do you wish to know?
Tell me about the
You
Templars,
must have an
sure.
opinion of the Templars after living so long in the Circle.
Having opinions about Templars, my dear, is exactly like having opinions about mages or Navarans or men. I have known some who were impossible to endure and some who were utterly charming. I have suffered insults at the hands of those in the armor, but no more than I endured from nobles or tradesmen in Val Royaux. Personally, I have found the Templars a useful tool, skilled at keeping more unpleasant elements at bay.
Okay. How'd the rebellion
How did
start?
you come to this state with the Circle's
Yeah.
A failure of perspective that infected Circle leadership. Mages lived solely in a world of Templars and mages. They could not even imagine what was beyond the tower walls. Kirkwall gave the world a reason to remember its fear of magic. A mage killed hundreds with a snap of their fingers. Across Thedas, a new tangible fear of magic grew. Commoners and nobles alike called out to the Chantry for protection. But the
Right.
malcontents in the towers thought nothing of this. They cared only for themselves and for their anger at the new Templar restrictions. When a mage attempted to assassinate Divine Justinia again, the mages protested the investigation.
Well,
The leadership chose to vote on independence based on the intolerable conditions imposed by the Templars, sparing no thought to the fact that magic was more feared in the aftermath of these attacks than it had been since Tevinter's day. So long as they had their freedom, they could care little for riots, angry mobs, or about pitting mages against each other.
Huh. Were they
Did
justified?
they have cause to rebel?
In the aftermath of their terrorist attacks? Was that
Which
really
was
the most
caused by
opportune
an
time to break away? By all means,
apostate.
protest abuses by the Templars. Just don't do it in a way that says mages support wholesale murder. By voting when they did, my colleagues all but declared war upon the ordinary people of Thedas. A war in which we are outnumbered 100 to 1.
I
I thought the fighting was
mean,
only between mages and templars. Why
yep,
mages
because
fighting
things are
mages?
The
complicated.
vote for independence was carried by only a small margin, but Fiona chose to let the motions stand. Those who opposed a rash declaration of war against the entire free world had little choice. By breaking from the Chantry when they did, the rebels declared themselves in support of mass murder. Anyone who did not wish to support terrorism and the slaughter of innocents was forced to take arms against the rebels.
Hmm.
Yes?
It's done?
Your lost books have been found.
Oh,
Your assistance in this matter will not be forgotten, I assure you.
I didn't even know I did that.
Do you need something, my dear?
What are your thoughts about the
Yeah,
others in the Inquisition?
tell me.
Sarah is certainly a colorful character.
Hmm.
Like a poisonous toad, only without the manners. Did you need something, darling?
What are
Friends?
your thoughts about the others in the Inquisition?
I don't know what to make of Solar. So much knowledge and so little personal history.
It
I
is
find that
sus.
peculiar, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Did you need something, darling?
What are your thoughts about the others in the
I'm
Inquisition?
curious if she has
Sarah
something
is
for.
certainly a colorful
Oh.
character. Like a poisonous toad, only without the manners.
Interesting.
I can't make heads or tails of this. Age regression. Who is this potion for?
Huh. Now I'm tempted. Liliana, is there any.
Morrigan seems pleased with herself for some reason. That smug face. She becomes more and more like her mother each day. Don't tell her I said that.
Oh, don't worry, I won't. You are well
You
connected.
seem to know a great many people. I have made friends, and on occasion enemies. It's unavoidable.
Tell me about Morgan.
What do you know
Yeah.
of Morrigan? She's changed. She used to be so disagreeable, cruel. She said things just to hurt people. Now
Oh.
the sharp edges have worn away. Perhaps it was Kieran. He seems so normal, like any other
Okay.
little boy, and so polite. Not that I was expecting anything else. I mean, never mind.
Huh. You met the
You
hero?
have a history with the
Yeah.
warden who entered the Blight, don't you? I count her among my closest friends. She's probably the only person I trust completely.
Aw, I'm glad we're on good
Haven't heard
terms.
from her in some time. She just disappeared. I try not to think about what might have happened. They say you spent some time in Lothering.
Yeah.
Did you know the champion? We spoke a few times. I seldom left the Chantry, and we never became more than casual acquaintances.
I don't remember
I
ever
saw more of
seeing
the
her in
Hawk
the
twins.
Chantry.
Bethany in particular. She would spend time in meditation at the Chantry, and she seemed to like my stories.
Bethany,
The
but
other
Bethany
one,
died.
the young man, he was a little surly.
Oh, did she know them before? Oh, this was her time in the Chantry before she becomes a companion? In Origins? Is that what she's going on about? Because Bethany died. Or it can be Carver. How do you know Josephine?
You seem to know Josephine quite well. I met her a long time ago, but we didn't become good friends until years later. After the Blight, in fact. I'd just returned to Val Rayo, and she welcomed me back by throwing a diplomatic ball. She was the Antivan ambassador at the time, you see. The ball was... alright. Too many politicians. At midnight, Josie and I left to find a real party. We've been friends ever since.
A real party?
What do you consider a real party? It's
Please,
not a real
tell me.
party until someone's small clothes are pinned to a chantry board. And that's all I'm saying about it.
Oh my god. Oh,
We can continue
you're
this
so much
conversation
fun.
later. You know where I am. Did you need something?
Any updates?
Anything I should know?
I think we're
Nothing to report at the moment.
okay. We've asked her that when we were in Haven, I'm pretty sure.
I'll leave you to your work.
Yeah. Okay, so that's kind of sum total what I can talk to her about. Soulless. Soulless, the dude I'm really sus about. Something's off with you, man. Ooh. Hey, that wasn't bad. Hey.
Lethalan.
Yes? Tell me about your journeys.
I'd like to hear more about what
Yes.
you saw in your exploration of the Fade.
I would be happy to share it with you.
Tell me about old ruins.
Tell me about the old ruins
Yeah.
you explored.
I found the ruin of Barandur, a lost Tevinter city buried deep beneath a dead and barren wasteland. Volcanic ash had sealed it tight. In one dark moment, every living creature in the city seared and smothered. They were statues in the ashes, like a mold made to recall the lost.
Tell me about a spirit you encountered.
I met a friendly spirit who observed the dreams of village girls as love first blossomed in their adolescence. With subtlety, she steered them all to village boys with gentle hearts, who would return
That
their love
is-
with gentle kindness.
That
The
is so
matchmaker,
sweet.
so I called her. That small village never knew its luck.
Oh, that is really sweet.
Tell me about
Yeah.
the old memories you found in the Fade.
I saw a savage human horde go marching toward the battlefront.
Hmm?
They sang the soldiers' hymn to keep formation. The primal music shook the ground. These savage, unwashed warriors carried harmonies no chantry choirs mastered, though their cause was all but hopeless. They sang songs that made the spirits weep.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Is that all?
My friend,
Can I
I'd
ask
like to hear more
more?
about what you saw in your exploration of the Fade.
I would be happy to share it with you.
If I... Will
Tell
I
me
get
about a
something
spirit
different?
you encountered.
The Alamari crossed the Frostback Mountains to escape a beast they called the Shadow Goddess in their stories. I
Huh.
met the spirit that they fled. She walks the Fade along the southern tundra, weeping lonely and forgotten. Great Ferelden formed because a lonely spirit drove her prey away.
Huh. Old memories.
Tell me about the old memories you found in the Fade.
I saw a dwarf emerge into the light of day and shield his eyes against the sun. The first time he had seen it, the tears were streaming from his eyes. I thought them from the blazing light, until I saw the rock he held so tightly. Then he laid the rock down gently, and he left it as he walked away.
Interesting.
Tell me about the old ruins you explored.
I found an ancient dwarven thaig no longer sheltered by the stone. An earthquake had exposed it all to daylight. 1,000 dwarven corpses lay,
Oof.
the victims of a dark-spawn horde. Their last stand marked by one great ring of armor. In the middle, one small body, clutching tightly to a small stuffed toy.
Ooh. Ooh.
We'll talk later.
Oh, you have a way of telling stories, man. I probably should have been doing these spread out throughout the...
How can I help?
Tell me about
I'd
your
like to hear
journeys.
more about what you saw in your
Yes.
exploration of the Fade.
I would be happy to share it with you.
Tell me about the old ruins you explored.
I found in the Kokari Wilds
Mhm.
a humble cottage far removed from many of the simple, chastened tribesmen. The trees and weeds had not reclaimed the home, nor did the chastened dare to come and steal the trinkets still remaining. It was empty, long abandoned, but the world feared that she might return.
Tell me about a spirit.
Tell me about
Yes.
a spirit you encountered.
I found an ancient spirit who had once been undisputed king of almost every land I had discovered.
Oh.
Like pride or rage, it was the Fade's reflection of a feeling. When I asked which one it was, the spirit faltered. They've forgotten, said the spirit. There remains no word for what I was.
Aw. Oh,
Tell me
man.
about the old memories you found in the Fade.
I saw a young Canary working in a simple kitchen, baking bread as she was ordered every morning. In every loaf, she broke the rules. She'd take a pinch of sugar and fold it into the center, like a secret. And this act of small rebellion brought a shining smile across her face.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye. Good afternoon.
I'd
Journeys.
like to hear more
More
about what you
journeys.
saw in your exploration of the Fade.
I think I have shared everything of note. I should spend some time encountering more stories.
Tell me about
I
Corypheus.
need to know more about Corypheus.
You have waylaid all his other plans. Now, as a petulant child, he will destroy the game board rather than admit defeat. Be ready for
Good
anything.
analogy. That is
He
a
still
quite
believes
the
himself
image.
a god, and gods do not fall gracefully.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Gods do not fall gracefully. That's a weird comment. That's bugging me, dude. What are you not telling me? Sandra, how's it going?
What do you need, my friend?
I'd like your
Do
advice.
you have any advice for me?
It seems that Corypheus searches for elven artifacts. That's hardly surprising. Tevinter power is based on what those vultures scavenged from the ancient elves. Whatever
Good point, good
advantage
point.
he hopes to gain, we need to stop him at once.
I have some more questions.
What can I ask her
As you
about?
wish.
How did you become the right hand? What happened to your brother?
Tell me about your brother.
Anthony was older than I, a dragon hunter, who
Oh.
showed what a pentagast could truly be. I idolized him. I wanted to hunt dragons as he did, even though our uncle forbade it. Anthony promised to train me in secret. We would hunt together one day, brother and sister, vanquishing the beasts of old.
Oh, that's
and then
sweet.
he died on me.
That's awful. I shouldn't have asked. I'm
sorry.
sorry, yeah.
I shouldn't have pried.
No, it's fine. A group of apostates wanted dragon blood.
Oh.
And wanted Anthony to get it for them. He refused, and they killed him for
Oof, he didn't even die to the dragon, he died to
it. I
apostates?
begged the
Eesh.
Chantry to let me become a Templar. Instead, they sent me to the Seekers. It took many years to let go of my drive for vengeance.
Yeah.
I think I understand how you felt.
At times I could not breathe. The rage nearly choked me.
That
I
sucks.
sometimes wonder how different my life would be if Anthony was still alive.
Hmm.
Would I be a dragon hunter? Married to some noble fool, a mother of 3? I cannot say. I take solace in believing the Maker has a plan, but he is not always kind.
I've just been sitting here. That's how did you become right hand?
So-
Yeah.
What's the story about you becoming the right hand?
I think we've asked this.
Andraste, do you really want to hear that? It was, what, 18, 20 years ago? Some still discuss it like it happened yesterday. The tale gets bigger each time it's told. I barely recognize
we-
myself
I think-
within it now.
So what happened?
You're stalling.
To hear others tell it, I alone saved divine Beatrix from a horde of dragons sent to assault the Grand Cathedral. Rather impressive for such a young seeker, wouldn't you say?
And the truth is?
I stumbled upon a conspiracy to kill Beatrix. A Templar Knight Commander was at its heart,
Oof.
and there was a dragon battle at the Grand Cathedral. But I had help from loyal mages who rallied to the cause. They freed the dragons from magical control. Without them, the Divine and I would both have died. Yet I became the right hand, and they are forgotten.
What became of the
What happened
mages?
to the mages that helped you?
Yeah.
They went back to their circles,
Hmm.
with rewards and privileges and Most Holy's gratitude. Many of them died at the conclave.
That's a strange thing to. Impressive, typical of the Chantry. You're still a hero.
I think
Yeah.
you're a hero, no matter how you downplay it.
Fine. But it was 20 years ago. I will not rest upon my laurels.
I'll let you get back to work.
Is there anything you need?
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Cool. Okay.
Welcome back.
More amazing music.
So to kill Corypheus, all we
Uh-huh.
have to do is kill his dragon first? That's easy.
Uh,
We're good at killing shit.
oh, you're
Just
great.
one more big
Yeah.
fight to put this Magister asshole down for good. I knew you'd get us here, boss.
Thanks for your help,
It's been
man.
honorable.
Ah, don't get like that. This isn't goodbye.
No,
We're
it's
kicking
not.
This guy's ass.
We got DLC to do, buddy.
Hey, boss. How are you?
What is
Can you
this?
tell me more about Saharon?
What do you want to know?
What about
Tell
Tevinter?
me about the Tevinter people you fought.
The Vince sent forces to Saharan every autumn. Guess they didn't like the summer heat. We had some good fights on the beaches, standing in knee-high water foaming red with blood, ships on fire around us. The cities were worse. Free bit of advice. Don't let the Inquisition forces get suckered into urban combat.
What's so bad about
Why do
them?
you hate Tevinter
Yeah.
forces so much? What makes them so bad?
It's not their armies, it's their spies. They bloodied Saharan year-round, killing loyalists, supporting rebels. Alam had no city administrator. Nobody would accept the position. The last 4 who held it died inside a year. Trying
Oof.
to conquer a country is one thing. Making it so nobody can live there, that just screws everyone.
True.
What were the Fog Warriors?
Yeah.
like?
They were the
I don't
worst
know
of the
anything,
rebels.
so.
They trained for stealth attacks.
Oh.
They made this fog. I never saw any mages, so I figured it was alchemy, not magic. They were almost invisible in it. I'd be on patrol in the market square. The fog would roll in, and before I knew it, half my squad dead without a sound.
You sound impressed.
It almost sounds like you admire them.
They didn't use poison. They didn't hurt civilians, and they were damn good fighters. You have to respect that.
Yeah, you do.
Plus, they hit the Vince as hard as they hit us. Hearing some terrified Magister scream, "My slaves! Where are my slaves?" in the fog always put a smile on my face.
Tell me about the Talvashoth.
When Qunari can't handle the fighting in Saharan or lose faith in the Qun, they go rogue. They flee into the wilderness and turn into bandits, attacking everyone. They're vicious, savage. You look at them and you can see why my people needed the Qun to stay civilized.
Isn't that what you did, though?
Hey, when I burned out, I didn't go rogue. I reported in and went where the Ben Hasrath sent me. I'm doing my job, serving the Qun out here. I'm not some
Okay, I
bandit.
didn't mean to.
I am nothing like them.
Okay, tell me about the
What are
what?
things like for the natives of Saharan?
Yeah.
Remember one guy? He made these things, fish wrapped in thin bread. Nice guy. Talk to him every morning. So, one time I'm asking about his bad back, and I see he's nervous, trying to tell me something with his eyes. Next thing I know, his assistants draw knives and come at my team. The rebels had forced him to poison my food.
Oh.
And then?
I'd seen how nervous he was, so I hadn't eaten anything. A couple of my guys weren't so lucky. We killed the rebels. I lost 2 men to the poison, another to knife wounds. My friend who made the fish wraps died with a knife in his throat. Close quarters fight. He was caught in the middle.
Oof.
That is what things are like for the natives of Saharan.
Yeesh.
See you later, Bull.
Oh,
Nice
you're
talking with
awesome.
you, boss.
We were set to lose how many? And the
Alright, I guess we will talk to. I have to remember to talk to Morgan.
Getting serious about mage stuff, magic, things. How about not so much? Just asking for not so much magic. Great, yeah?
Could I just kick her out now? Your opinions about our
What do you think
allies.
about the people who have gathered?
Which, the ones who do things or the ones who give orders?
My
What do
advisors.
you think about our spy master, ambassador, and commander?
No, not messing with Lady Anna. Pretty, but wow. Just bards, right?
Okay.
Now, Josephine, she's as good at humbling her kind as I am. Just with less mess. Knows her business, if you have to have it. And you're cullen woolen.
Oh my god.
Because positions.
I didn't. There had been no comments from party members at all about romancing Cullen. This is the first. We're near at the end game, and this is the first time, and another character is mentioning this, and she called him Colly Wally. Oh my god. Solus,
What about Solus?
tell me.
Solus. His head's crammed up 1,000 years ago.
Thoughts about Cassandra?
Not as buttoned up as she plays, right? Tough, though. I'd stand behind her in front of anything.
Varric?
Anything to say about Varric?
Varric? Too clever. Always saying something, but never saying it straight.
Dorian.
What about Dorian?
This time. He's fun.
Could lose a bit more to Vinta.
Oh no. No, Black
What
Cole.
about Cole?
I'm not saying nothing about that. That thing is just wrong.
Okay. Vivian.
What's your opinion of Vivienne?
I'm not a fan.
She knows. She better.
Thoughts on Ironborn?
It makes me wonder about
Things? What
what
things?
the women look like. Woof.
Blackwall?
Any thoughts about Warden Blackwall?
Right. Warden. Good liar, that one. Should give lessons. Suppose he kind of did. Soldiers do nasty shit. Still kind of like him, though. Proper sorry, him.
We'll talk later.
Good, right? I'll be here. There's you, yes?
Carry on.
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
I don't feel like I need to talk to her more. I enjoyed that conversation, but I'm not crazy about her. Okay, Cole, we have a lot to discuss, I
Kid,
think.
says the stone. Kid, kidding. It would keep me kept with a name, but the cairn can't catch me.
Investigate? So you're a spirit now?
May I ask how things are, now that you're more of a spirit?
Questions can be shackles, but you kept me in kindness. I will answer.
Tell me about the Fade.
Can you tell me more about the Fade, now that you're more connected to it?
It is here, but held. Constrained by a construct. Veiled. Feelings, memories, minds, mortality, all shape it. A glass to hold water. We flow to the deep. Without you, we have nothing. Not even us. That's why we want so much.
Okay. How do you feel now?
What's it like to be this way?
I'm me. More me than I was. I can care and comfort, but keep clean. No shackles. They feel, forgive, forget, and I am free. Finally. Thank you.
Oh, you're too sweet. Tell me about the Spire.
Can you
I'm
tell me
glad that
more
he's
about what
happy
happened at
about.
the Spire? You and the real Cole.
I don't remember. I let that go. It isn't part of me anymore.
Can you still kill?
You don't mind killing people, even being more of a spirit?
Monsters are easy, mindless, menacing. It's harder when it's people. Venatori, bandits. People
Yeah.
could change. But they chose. They hurt people. We need to stop them. My blades are yours to command. I forget later, so it washes clean.
I'll talk to you later.
Yes. Faith seeks a friend in compassion, cautious, careful, too much grey but growing.
The servants are having trouble remembering some odd events.
You love poems by the way you're hoarding daggers.
Someone found a barrel full of misplaced daggers. Was that you?
They were safer there.
Let's talk about something else.
All right.
Oh, that's
you later.
it. That's really all I can talk to him about. Okay, probably don't have anything I can do with him. I kind of exhausted everything. Hey,
Yes?
anything I should know?
Is there anything I should know?
Only that I'm never playing cards again. I still can't find my... Doesn't matter. I don't know how Varric talked me into that.
Alex.
That's too bad. Watching you lose made me want to play cards more often.
I do not need help embarrassing myself in front of you.
You were blushing. It was adorable.
Aw.
Maker's breath.
Okay. Oh, you finished it.
So it's done?
Just about. The little ones in the camps don't have much. I thought this might cheer them up.
No, that's
Even
nice.
in the midst of war, they deserve to be children.
Very true.
It's almost time. Are you ready?
You know I am. I welcome the battle and what comes after. I will end up in Warden custody. It was what Blackwall wanted, more or less.
More or less. They'll be merciful. Don't
I'm
worry about it.
confident they won't
Yeah.
overlook the work you've done for the Inquisition.
That remains to be seen. Best not to presume. I don't fear the Warden's judgment. It'll be no worse than what Olay had in store, and I've made my peace with that. Redemption doesn't come easy, but perhaps killing Corypheus will be a start. You've been a true friend when I haven't deserved it. I am honored to fight by your side.
Thanks, man.
Inquisitor?
What do I call you
How
now?
shall I refer to you? Rainier or Blackwall?
I've gotten used to Blackwall. Perhaps we could treat it as less of a name and more of a title. Almost like
All right.
Inquisitor. Reminds me of what I ought to be.
Your choice. I have to say a noble sentiment.
Everyone
Yeah.
needs something to aspire to.
Exactly. I'm glad you understand.
Thoughts on the
What do
Inquisition?
you think of the Inquisition?
I just know that you could shake this world to its foundations if you willed it.
Thoughts on my
What do you
advisors?
think of my advisors?
Oh, this should be good.
Liliana is lonely. That's really all I see. All she has is her work.
Hmm.
I pity her sometimes, as odd as that may seem.
Huh.
What do
More?
you think of my advisors?
I have nothing but respect for Cullen, but I'm certain he no longer wants anything to do with me. Maybe one day he'll learn to trust me again. But I'm not holding out much hope.
And
What do
Josephine?
you think of my advisors?
Josephine? What about Josephine?
Liliana is lonely.
Oh.
That's really all I see. All she
Wait,
has
so I'm
is
not
her
gonna
work.
get
I pity her
Josephine?
sometimes, as odd as that may seem.
Thoughts on my inner
You
circle?
must have some feelings about our friends.
Don't play Diamondback with Solus. You've been warned.
Oh,
Saw him in
okay.
the game last night. He turned around and beat me at it. Lost everything. Had to walk back to my quarters with only a bucket for my bits.
Oh, God. Inner circle?
You must have some
Huh?
feelings about our friends.
Cassandra hasn't forgiven me for the lie.
Yeah,
I
that
think
sounds
the worst of
right.
The anger has passed. It's just disappointment now, and that's worse.
You must have some feelings about our friends.
Sarah doesn't know who she is or what she wants, and doesn't even care.
That is a very accurate
You
description.
must have some feelings about our friends.
Cassandra hasn't forgiven me for the lie.
Okay.
I think the worst of the anger has passed. And there she goes.
I just run off and he goes, and there she goes. Oh my god, that's great. There's a lot of mounts. Where do you get all these mounts? Okay, now let's get lectured by Morgan about our own culture. Hello.
Mother must be very pleased. If I see her again, I will have no choice but to do every single thing she commands. I feel certain
Yeesh.
what happened at the Temple of Mathar must somehow have been her influence.
That's possible, or maybe far more. Possible.
You might be right. 'Twas a temple dedicated to her after all. Is it a coincidence we ended up there? There must be a connection we cannot see. I suppose we have little choice but to proceed and be thankful she assisted us at all. You seem to know a great deal about elven lore.
Yes, lecture the elf
Dalish are not
about
the
the
only ones interested in the
Dalish.
distant past, Inquisitor. Indeed, my skills allow me access to places the Dalish dare not even dream of. The ancient elves hold secrets they have not yet given up. Secrets about the foundation of Thedas itself. Thus, they are my focus. Corypheus clearly feels the same.
Tell me more about
I'd
you.
like to know more about you. If you have questions, then ask.
What? There's nothing to ask.
I'll leave you to the garden.
What?
Of course.
I thought you were gonna lecture me for an hour.
Do you
Flemeth?
trust what Flemeth told us? About what she is? I am uncertain. I knew there was more to her than I realized, that she was not truly human. But this? I once found her grimoire, and that was where I learned her immortality was gained by stealing the bodies of her daughters. Flemeth claims I misunderstood. It is not forced on the unwilling. Meaning I might agree to such a thing? Impossible, yet there seemed an undeniable sense of truth to the things she told us. All my years spent hunting for arcane mysteries, and the greatest was the one I left behind.
What will you do now?
So what do you intend to do now?
Yeah.
Once Corypheus is defeated, I will take Kieran and leave. Where I will go is uncertain. I must consider the fact that Flemeth may yet have plans for me. I am, after all, her servant. Such a delight. Yet we must now consider the coming battle. I hope all I learned from the well proves worthwhile. I'll leave you to the garden. As you like.
Okay. I actually would like to do this wyvern. Okay, at least I'm getting it, I'm getting it, I'm getting it. I dare not re-engage Dragon. Dragon's kind of too high level. Back to Skyhold. I'm not getting banter from them, which sucks. It's just not wanting to trigger. Let's go give this to Vivian. And then I think I've basically talked to all my companions as much as I can.
What can I do for you,
Hello.
my dear? Is it too much to hope that you've brought me the heart of the snowy wyvern?
I've brought the heart. I've got it. I've got the heart. Now talk. I'm sus of what on earth she's up to. I've brought the heart. I kind of want to do this because I don't like her. I'm lying.
I've got the heart. Words cannot begin to express my relief. Thank you, Inquisitor. Please accept this as your payment. I must begin work immediately. You have been a dear friend, and I would like you to come with me.
Shoot, am I gonna regret my decision? I'm with her.
This should only take a moment, Inquisitor.
What is this about? I probably shouldn't have lied. I gave her the other heart, not the ice.
I'm here, my darling.
Oh, shoot. Ooh. I didn't shoot. Why did I didn't think about
Should be
this?
working by now. darling. Bastian?
I'm so sorry.
Vivian, I'm sorry.
There's nothing here now.
What was she trying to heal him or